Hello and welcome back to Oceanblock. My voice isn't back yet, but I feel okay, so we're going to roll with it. It'll be back at some point, and until then, we're just going to do what we got to do. Now, I did go ahead and make all of the Supremium gear I told you I was going to make, and the entire recipe is the same. Like, it's every tier is, or every item of each tier is the same. So basically, I need 8 of these and 8 of these because 4 pieces of armor. Then I need 8 of these and 8 of these, 8 of these, 8 of these, 8 of these, 8 of these. And they're not difficult to make on their own. I just needed the resources. So I needed 32 prosperity ingots. I needed 32 prosperity gems, which took me a little while because I had to wait for the prosperity gems and I had to wait for the diamonds, which as you can see were empty, but I had a lot of them. I had enough barely to get what I needed. But yeah, I crafted all the way to this. Now, the augments are something different I've never actually messed with before, at least not more than once, if ever once. I don't remember. I might have done it before in a previous video. The way the augments are working is that you kind of just, you use the same thing as you would the seeds. I already made the unattuned augments, which is easy enough to make, and I already had the golden carrots, so I went ahead and did the night vision one. Now, if we do the fire resistance, we need this guy, which I think I can actually do. I'm not sure if I have those or not. I might. Yeah, I do have slime balls, so we're good to go. The other ones weren't in question. I couldn't remember if we had slime balls anywhere, but I just need 4 of these guys. What tier were you? You were tier 3, so I need the orange one, which I think I can do this. Just like that. I thought I almost walked in water for a second, but that's okay. And then I just ploop them in. Like, it's not really all that complicated, although I spun too fast and I lost where I was for a second. That's okay. And it's really a simple process. It's just a matter of waiting. Oh, you got to put the thing in the middle too. And then you can do it. There we go. That's better. And you just wait and it'll pop off. It'll be complete. The only one that's going to be a little bit of trouble is actually the speed 3 augment, because we actually have to do the speed 2 and the speed 1. But really, it just means I need 3 times the sugar. So, you know, I just need 12 sugar instead of 4 sugar. And then I repeat the process 3 times. And then I'll have all of these augments. And the augments we're going to get, you saw the night vision. We just did the fire resistance. We're going to get the no fall damage, which is going to be great. And I'm not sure exactly, like, it takes a lot of resources, but it shouldn't be too difficult to get. I think I can do that pretty easily. And like I said, I just need a lot of sugar. So, and no fall and speed 3. So we're pretty much, I just got to do this a few more times and we're going to have the augments. I did make the tinker table. I didn't put it down. Oh no, I put it right here. I don't know what this is about, but before I actually do the augments, I'll bring that on, see if it's a simple process or not. But I don't know. We'll find out. All right, now we have everything that we want. First thing I want to get is actually the no fall damage, because it's the one that bugs me the most. And just in case there's a situation where you just, okay, it's done. It's done. It's there. We can't do any others, I guess. That's okay. I didn't know if there was a situation. Like, I thought maybe it would be a process. It would take time. Maybe it would require some other resources in the other slots or something. I didn't know if we would only be able to do it once, but no, it's apparently pretty simple. That one gets the night vision. The leggings have to get this speed. And the chest plate, fire resistance. Okay, that's this one. So now we have all of those things. And we have, whoa, we are so, my goodness, we're so fast. Holy crap. Holy bejeebers. Okay, I'm super, super fast now. Also, I have night vision, so you can see down below. Like, you can see everything. This is why I wanted night vision. So we can fly around wherever we want to go and have just be able to see permanently. You guys know how this works. It's night vision. It's amazing, but it's not new. And speed, we saw that. Fire resistance. So we're going to go to the nether, which I don't think I moved that portal yet, or the frame really. Oh yeah, I don't have to worry about fall damage. Oh, that's wonderful. All right, so let's go here. Let's go. Ugh. Well, hi there, bee and spider. I should be able to... Yep. I don't have to worry about lava. I'm just chilling. Well, actually, I'm the opposite of chilling. What's the opposite of chilling? There are 3 areas that we didn't really touch too much on. We're kind of okay in most of the other situations, like resource gathering mainly. One of those is the end. We haven't gone to the end yet. The second is power. Now, we could go ahead and get just a bunch of these, make a bunch of these, and just have loads and loads and loads of wind generators. I've done that before. So power is another thing I want to work on because I don't just want to keep doing the same thing over and over again. It may have been a while since I've done it, but I still did it. The third thing is base building. So I kind of told you a little bit about what I wanted. Well, hi there, pigs. But I didn't go over exactly, I don't believe. I told you that these islands over here are what are going to stay, but I didn't exactly tell you why or what's going to happen to the rest. So I wanted to go over that, but at the same time, I don't have the full idea, so I can't really start building it yet. I want to start a little bit maybe, but I'm not sure exactly how, and I looked at that for a reason. So first of all, pigs, bye-bye, pigs. I apologize, but just no. The idea is ice, okay? Here's the theme. Here's the story of this base. Because you got to have a story. You've got to make a story about your base. So one of the troubles with a base is the concept that you're on water. How are you going to explain that your island is expanding if you're sitting on a raft? Sure, you could build it out, and that's exactly what people do. You know, you build it wide, you make it big so it's believable that it's floating, and yada, yada, yada. I have a much grander plan for that, and it involves a lot of ice. My idea is that the owner of this place here is, instead of building a raft, we're building scaffolding from the ground using ice. Now, in our area, we're going to have to actually build it. But according to the story, there's going to be a device he's using to generate ice from the ground here to create pillars, either one giant one or multiples or a combination of that, to support all of the stuff that he's building. And now I mean me, but that's the idea. So what's going to come up here is we're going to have a central area of like an ice thing. And then it's going to branch out, and these ice scaffolding things are going to be holding each of these platforms. It's going to include stairs. We're going to mix in some actual building elements like wooden stairs and wooden whatever, or whatever kind of building aspects we want into these ice staircases that we're going to have leading to these platforms. Now, the trouble I'm having is that I like to go big, and we're kind of cramming ourselves into a tight spot here. We have a U shape, and the only place to build that middle platform is right here. So I kind of want to either move this one a little bit over or just build the 6th, because we don't have that yet, right in the middle. And then kind of go from that. And then that would end up being like 1/4 of our base, because we also have Botania, which uses a lot of space. We also have Blood Magic, which uses a lot of space. And I'm sure there's something else, 2, 3, 4, 5 more things, I don't know, mods, that are huge, that take a lot of space. And that's fine. I want to give them that room. But I need to plan the base around that concept. I need to plan it around expansion for those mods when that time comes. And that's what I'm struggling with, is exactly how to do that using my ice-themed story. So I'm in the process of making the base that we're going to have. Well, okay, I can't call it the base, because basically what I've got going on is it's just going to be a big platform for now. So my idea is that if we make a big platform, somewhat big, I guess it's not huge, but if we make it somewhat sort of large, and I might actually decorate this and tear off the corners just to make it look a little bit better, I don't know, than a perfect square. But I figure we'll have enough room to put everything on. Even the new stuff I want to add, I can add all this stuff back on the island. I can move it over. It'll be fine. I don't know if I mentioned, but we're probably going to go to the Powah mod, which is a really cool one. It's also in the book as one of these. And they kind of don't have too much, I guess. They just want you to craft a little bit of everything. But that's fine. We're going to go through it. We're going to get that because I think it's going to be one of the cool ways to get power, because it's a mod I don't mess with very often. So we're going to have some cool stuff to play with. And it's different. They also have their own player storage and ender storage or something, energy cells network thing. That's also pretty cool. And I want to see how well it does in comparison to this one. The thing I was going to mention is that I actually made the marble seeds. And because of this, or the reason for this rather, is because I kind of want to use marble. I was using, like oak planks and stuff. That was all meant to be temporary. I still want to use the spruce, which is why it's up here. And this here is oak planks still, mainly just because it blends in with everything and it's pretty cool. If we build any other structure here, it might be marble. Actually, let's do something here. Did I get a bunch? I got enough at least. How do I do this? I don't know why I went there. I keep forgetting that my network it's all attached. I can get the essence from here, but I still keep going to the individual ones. I'm not sure why. But anyway, put together these colors. Oh yeah, I forgot it does that. That's going to be a pain. But those colors are pretty cool. It's a pretty nifty color scheme. And I kind of like it. So if we just kind of blend this in there a little bit too, and we throw one of the blue ice on there, you kind of get a little bit of the deal to see the color scheme overall. We're going to have the spruce, we're going to have the marble, and we're going to have the ice. And it's going to be pretty cool. There's probably going to be other colors in there. Of course, some things have their own colors. So we're going to have some lava in the area. We're going to end up having like whatever this color is of the pots. There's going to be other colors, but that's the part we're building is going to be like that. And it's going to be pretty cool if I can actually set it up right. I came underwater because I remembered where I got the initial bit of marble from. Now we have the seed, but I wouldn't say it's not necessary, but I forgot that we actually have, like, we can mine underground. There is ground here. I don't know how much ore is here, but sand, I think probably gravel and marble are for sure here. Each one does have an upgraded version as well. Like if we do this, we can see the upgraded. It actually goes up pretty far, but obviously starter is the easiest. And we're going to kind of compare them a little bit to see what the best generator is, since we don't really have too much of a problem with resources. I know I said I was going to go through and get like all the tiers and everything. It just became a really tedious process. We're still going to do it, but we're definitely going to do it slower. So I made the first one here, and I wanted to see exactly what was going on. Like, can we just... Okay, so it does that, and it generates Fe just with this. Now, obviously, it's generating 15 Fe a tick, which isn't great, but, I mean, it was pretty simple to get. The problem is actually lava. Lava is not easy to get. I definitely like this guy, because it doesn't really require any sources, and honestly, I think it's making more. Oh, no, it generates 5 Fe a tick. I apologize. That's not very good. So this guy's full. It doesn't seem to be using any more lava. So it doesn't like use lava when it doesn't need to, kind of a thing, which is pretty good, actually. This guy is... I don't know. I guess it can transfer 50 Fe a tick. Yeah. But it's only gaining 5 a second, which, again, there's a lot of upgrades. If you get enough of these at the high enough upgrade, you're going to be fine. It's more so about how difficult it is to craft them. Energy discharge. The reactor is an option, because that does 100 Fe a tick at the starter level, but it's a much bigger thing. Now, I am getting uranite. I did set that one up, so we're actually getting this. So that's actually not going to be too difficult for us to get. And after that, it's basic for sure. We're going to do the thermo generator next, I believe. It only generates 3 Fe a tick, which is pretty terrible. But we'll see what the other tiers give and how easy or difficult they are to set up. The next one I put by the water because it needs the coolant. Now, obviously, I could have dragged the pipes all the way across, but I didn't, and it doesn't really matter that much. But as you can see, it's not generating anything, but if we have it fill with water, it will start. So you can, I think you can anyway, just fill it up with buckets of water, like we did with this guy in the lava, but I don't know for sure. It seems to be working, though. I mean, it's just like this. There is lava underneath this, by the way. I have the lava there, and it's just, you know, it's there. So that's kind of how this has to be set up, and I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest, just because it does require outside automation. It's not necessarily a difficult thing to achieve, but it does need the lava there, and I came across one problem already that I fixed, well, temporarily fixed, because it'll happen again, in that the fire, lava, will set these on fire and eventually burn them. Gone. So since we want spruce in our build, I may not want to have to worry about adjusting my design of where my, power generation is, based on whether or not things are burnable. I'm thinking these solar panels might be our best way because they literally just don't require anything. You can just put these guys on top of a cell or whatever and just let them go. This guy wouldn't be terrible if we could find a really good way to get lava, but there really isn't one. I mean, I can get lava like this, but there's not a whole lot you can do. I could automate this system here and get bunches of lava, maybe, but I don't feel like that's a good method, even though it would be completely automatic. I don't know. Jars take a long time. We could do it this way, but I'm not sure how these work. I've never used them before. Again, we have the blaze powder, but that's using a lot of resources. So it is using things like it is with lava and stuff as well. But I don't know if I should even go and figure all of that other stuff out, or at least one of them, to get the lava we need. Or if I should just say, okay, let's just go with solar panels and not have to worry about any of it. It's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Unless there's one of those problems that I that I mentioned right there. Unless one of those problems come up that it's like, oh no, this is a terrible situation, we're probably going to go with solar panels. All right, so I mentioned that this guy, it uses uraninite as the main fuel. And I was like, we have one of those. We have that seed already, but we don't. We have uranium, but not uraninite. I don't know. I might be saying that wrong. I'm probably saying that wrong. But I did realize that we actually have buku amounts of it already, just from all of the sluicing that we did. So I'm able to do that, and I'm able to get the seeds here for it, which it is a tier 5, I believe. Uraninite. I didn't actually look at the tier of the seed. It is a tier 5. So it's going on this platform here, because the only one we haven't made yet is tier 6. So that's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5. So we're putting it here on this one, which I'm going to go ahead and do basically now. And that way we get, what we need for the reactors. And we'll hopefully get it quick enough to support a reactor. I don't know if, we're going to have to play with it, basically. We're going to have to play with it because I don't know how quickly it'll go through the fuel and if we will have enough of these to grow it. But you already know that if I really need more, I know how to make an array of these things and have them basically give us buku amounts of whatever item I need. And just with one of these seeds, it will eventually give me more. All I've got to do is just wait long enough, and then I can make 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12, 50 plots of these guys. And I can even send all of the essence directly into a crafter that makes it into the fuel that I need in order to run the reactor. So eventually, we're not going to need anything but that reactor. Maybe we'll get 2 or 3 of them. I don't know. We're going to see just exactly what happens. But that's going to be one of our main sources of power, I believe, because 5.4. Yeah, okay, so it goes this one, this one, this one, this one. And then it jumps over to this one, this one, this one. It's weird how the order that they have. It's not in order like I thought it would be, but it doesn't matter. Basically, if we get the biggest one, the nitro, we're looking at 5.4 thousand, basically 5,400 FE per tick. Just to give you a little bit of a comparison, all of the machines that we're doing, all of the tools that I have charging and fueling this, the one of the best jetpacks, it's still kind of keeping up a little bit. That's only 384 RF per tick to do everything we've done. Granted, we haven't done a lot, but 5.4 thousand. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. So this is the energizing rod situation that they have. We have one of the hardened ones. We actually got this from a quest. And like the actual energizing rod itself I got from a quest. So this is what is giving me what we're going to need in order to make it's used basically in the ender cell. This is what we're trying to get. You get 2 of them. Interesting. Okay, I didn't actually know that. That's cool. Ender. Oh, I guess you need ender cells. You're going to need 2 because I guess they're going to pair together. So now we have energy here. So this is going to be the similar situation to this guy here. And with the Flux Networks mod, which I love, you have one that adds to the system and one that removes from the system. There's 2 different things. And this one, it looks like it's just kind of like a Tesseract, which we actually have in this pack, by the way. And it's just like you have one on one side and one on the other. Doesn't matter which one adds or removes. It just, they both do both, I guess. It depends on what is required of the machine. It seems like that's what's going on here. By shift clicking an energy cell or battery to the ender cell GUI. Oh, I just misunderstood the thing. Boop. So now it's 100,000 out of 100,000. And that's its max capacity. So we could go into and add, more items to it to increase the load or whatever of this particular channel. We're going to stick with channel 1. I don't really see a reason to have separate channels of energy. So after combining everything or combining and smelting everything we got from sleuthing, sluicing. That's how much uranite we have, or uraninite, or something. I don't know. 1,178. That's kind of crazy. But anyway, so if we go and get, the reactor starter. So if we do this guy, I need to get a bunch more of these guys. But other than that, we're actually okay. How many of these did I need to get for the quest? 36. Okay, so I need to get 36. I guess that's how much it takes in order to actually make a reactor. We're going to try to get started with reactors like right now because we kind of have a few things set up already. We have resources. We can do certain things. We're just trying to get to the point where we have reliable energy. And if this is going to be our end goal, if we're trying to get this, at the end or by the end, then, why not get it right away? So there's 32. I needed 36. That should complete the quest. So now we have that. The reactor is done. I got a protection wand. That's kind of cool, actually. This is actually very useful. Initially, you'd think, oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. It just means you can't destroy things. Other people can't destroy stuff. If this still works the same way some of the other protection wands have, you can turn anything into wither protection. I can make a cell here, protect every single bit of that, and just put a wither inside, and you can't destroy a thing. Even if it's regular blocks. It's actually very, very powerful. which is great. I mean, it's fantastic that we have one. Well, okay, I went under my island again. I've done that too many times. But we're not going to mess with it now. But I'm just saying it's a pretty powerful thing, really. Anyway, so I kind of want to build this guy to see what's going on with it a little bit, just to see what happened. Oh, whoa! Oh, I love you, mod. Powah mod is now becoming one of my favorites. I don't have to build this thing. That is so cool. So what do I do? Hold on, let me get some uraninite. Uraninite. Let's just get a stack, I guess. Kind of play with this, see what happens, right? Boom, it's there. It's using it. It's generating, okay. Auto mode, what does that mean? The reactor will stop when full and start when it has less. Yeah. Definitely do that. Temperature, there is a temperature gauge. So I wonder what that means. Does that mean it like blows up or something? Now I think we're going to get to 70% capacity or 100% capacity. It'll turn itself off. I hope before this actually is a problem. Well, it stopped at 700. It's still going there. This guy just went up to 700. Oh, does that mean maybe that's how it judges whether or not it gets maximum? Oh, this thing is generating 600 FE a tick. I didn't... Wait a minute. The tier 1 is supposed to do... Let me back up a shred or two, okay? I understand that there's another mod, extreme reactors, big reactors, whatever you want to call it. And it seems kind of like that, where the longer the fuel you have, the more you sustain it, the higher temperature, the better the temperature, the more you generate, yada, yada, yada. I also understand it doesn't say it generates 100 tick. It's a generation factor, meaning it's somehow calculated. And that's the factor it's calculating by. I get that. I'm just trying to figure out how it actually determines how much to see if there's something I can do to increase it even further. I really did not expect to be generating 600. I was thinking maybe 200, 215 in prime condition or prime conditions. But no, this guy's just going strong right here. So I just need to make sure I have enough uraninite and we are good. Like this guy right here is already more powerful than both of those wind turbines up there. And this is just the first tier. Like, we're good. We are good. Seeing as this reactor is now finished, basically, we're pretty much good to go. We have a lot of uraninite. What I would like to see is how much of this we generate and how fast, right? So we have 26. It didn't actually take all that long to get 26, right? It really didn't. And like I said, we can always make more of these. So you only get 2 per set. I may need to make a specific plot for this. So if we do that, we get 6 more. And now I have a huge batch of this. It's not a problem at all. And right now we're not using any. So what's going to happen is basically the usage went down by, I don't know, whatever. It went down to 55. So what, it used 9 of them in order to fill this. So as long as this isn't emptying out completely, it's not going to use them as fast. So for the moment, this one reactor will power everything we have. What I'm actually going to do is upgrade it though. And we're going to see how much that generates. And that one is actually going to be plenty to power pretty much everything we have for the moment. It will probably use a lot more uraninite. But like I said, I'm going to end up making a little bit more plots of it. I'm going to make probably, I don't even know how many. We've already gotten 5 more seeds. So I'm good to go there. We also have plenty of our Supremium essence, which means we can have plenty of Insanium farmland, which is what we have in here and why it's growing so quickly. So we're good to go. And I'm probably just going to make a plot of maybe 10 of them. I think if we had 10 of these, and again, we'll kind of mimic this because I like that concept. We're going to put 10 of these kind of off the corner, I guess, over here. Actually, this whole platform might be moving. But wherever I end up moving it to, we'll do that same kind of move it off the corner thing over there. And then Yeah, we should be good to go. Like, I have plenty already in the system. We're not going to run out of them. And even if we come close to running out, I'll notice that we're running out and I'll increase from 10 to 20 and then we'll be good. However many we need, we're going to get. It's going to be fine because this amount of power, it's worth it to do it. It doesn't seem like it's an issue. Power is no longer a problem. I'll have to do some work to upgrade things as we go, but we're good. But I will say that that is going to be the end of the episode. If you liked it, please do hit the like button and subscribe to see more. Thank you for watching. My voice, I think, is starting to come back. Fingers crossed, everybody. Fingers crossed. Bye.